Hello everybody, welcome to the 2000 Real Grids British Grand Prix. We have Barrichello on pole, then Frentzen, maybe a chance for somebody other than McLaren to win a race this season. Barrichello away reasonably well. You see Frentzen now, he's tucked in behind him. Hakkinen over, look, Barrichello running out wide, and Hakkinen is coming alongside Frentzen. Barrichello has dropped right back, and it's Mika Hakkinen from third on the grid up into the lead. So I maybe spoke too soon. Maybe it will be 4 wins out of 4 for McLaren, because Hakkinen is there with Frentzen and Button up in a third place. So Ferrari and McLaren should be Mika's main threat, but they have got 2 potentially slower cars to try to find their way past, unless Jordan and Williams have found buckets of pace. They certainly did for qualifying, but I don't know about the race. There's Schumacher trying to fend off Coulthard, or trying to have a go at Coulthard. I think Coulthard started ahead of him, and Michael cannot make that. So DC holds his position and is free to chase after Rubens Barrichello, who is trying to recover his position from Jenson Button, who has not yet scored any points in his debut year, and he would really love a home podium, but Barrichello is going to try to take that away from him now. Coulthard still fending off Michael Schumacher. Coulthard, who won this race last year. Michael Schumacher, who had a very different outcome last year, and once again it looks like it's going to be Silverstone misery for Michael Schumacher, I am afraid. Hakkinen looks to be getting away, but he's not really so much now. Frentzen and Button, or as you read it, it would just be Jenson's real name, Frentzen Button, but with a F instead of a J. I always noticed that when I saw Frentzen just ahead of Button in the championship standings, or any standings really, but here comes Barrichello, having a look, back at Jenson Button. I've gone out to speak at the moment, but Rubens is determined to try to find his way, at least back in that podium. But look at Frentzen. Frentzen is challenging Hakkinen and Jordan. They were very competitive last year, and this might be a sign that they could yet do it again this year. I don't know if they'll be a threat for the championship this year. And Barrichello is back ahead of Button. So, comfortable move from Rubens Barrichello by the looks of it. We just caught the end of it. But Rubens Barrichello back up in the third place and instantly setting about Heinz-Harald-Frentzen, who now has to go into defensive mode. Michael Schumacher hasn't moved up. He is still in 6th place. We're trying to have a look at Coulthard, but look at the pace Frentzen has through this section of the circuit. And, well, maybe Jordan are bouncing back, but unlike last year, McLaren are so dominant. Last year they were, but they didn't make the most of it. Here is a replay of the start, and particularly of Mika Hakkinen, and how he made the most of Barrichello running wide and having a superior run over Frentzen to get through and into the lead. This is the replay of Barrichello passing Button, and that was pretty straightforward. Jenson just left a little bit too much room on the inside of the exit there, and Rubens simply filled it. So where can we go from this point of the race? There's 1 lap left to go. Barrichello are now applying pressure to Frentzen. Rubens will feel potentially that he can still pass this race, win this race, because passing is possible around Silverstone, and if Barrichello can repass Frentzen, then potentially this race could be anybody's, because, like we say, passing is very possible. And Hakkinen, in spite of Barrichello's run wide there, that's going to blow the hopes, and it's going to potentially let Button have a go back in. Rubens has made the same mistake twice. That's not good, but he does hold on to 3rd place this time, and Barrichello still there. Now, can he chase back after that Jordan? Button now having to defend from David Coulthard, who has found some speed. And Michael Schumacher, by contrast, really hasn't. Michael's backing off Ferrari, just really being ultimately a disappointment this season, I'm afraid. And Coulthard takes it easily enough from Jenson Button. There's a bit of disappointment for Jenson there, because he was on the podium, but I just don't think Williams have developed their car far enough yet to be able to get those positions and then hold on to them. So Button back in the 5th place. Will he come under pressure from Michael Schumacher by the end of the race? I think the Ferraris are fading. Both of them. Look, Barrichello not exactly waxing Frentzen's gearbox at the moment, and Michael Schumacher, a clear gap between Jenson Button and him. But Mika Hakkinen is closing through as he comes through Bridge Corner. Mika Hakkinen is closing in on a Silverstone victory. Frentzen and Barrichello have done all they can, but it is not enough. Michael Schumacher only able to claim a 6th place this weekend. Very disappointing for him, but it's going to be Mika Hakkinen, although Frentzen closing in again, but it's too late now. Hakkinen accelerating out of Woodcote, and Mika Hakkinen will cross the line and win the British Grand Prix of 2000. Mika Hakkinen, the race winner. Heinz-Harald-Frentzen 2nd, Rubens Barrichello 3rd, then David Coulthard Jensonbutton and Michael Schumacher in 6th. So what this does do, it enables Häkkinen to retake the championship lead from David Coulthard by 5 points, and Barrichello in 3rd already has less than half of the points of Mika Häkkinen. So it's looking like a McLaren Mercedes silver wash this season. Häkkinen, Frentzen, Barrichello, Coulthard, Button and Michael Schumacher. If you are enjoying this content, please do remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing is free and it really helps the channel out. Here is the World Championship. So Häkkinen ahead of Coulthard. Like we say, Barrichello on 13, less than half the points. And Mika Häkkinen, Frentzen at the moment pokes his nose ahead of Michael Schumacher, who is certainly not having the season that he would have wanted. And Ralf Schumacher in 6th place at the moment in his Williams. Here is the constructors. McLaren comfortably clear of Ferrari. Then Jordan and Williams got their own gaps, and it's BAR, Jaguar and Benetton. So all that remains to say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this race and enjoy your weekend. I hope you're having a good Halloween weekend, and take care. I will see you all soon. All the best.